Assalamu alaikum, my dear ones. Some people fear the word change, not knowing that change is part of our life. In the matter of fact, some people will say, I've been doing the same hobby, the same work every day, and now I'm already bored doing the same thing over and over again and feel like doing something new and different. Of course, some others would like to do or love doing the same thing over and over again until they retire, and those people will have difficulties to accept changes not only in their career but their lives as well. In this video, by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Almighty, I will ensure that you fully understand the concept or the overall concept of change management with some key advices based on my experience and engagement in key change management activities during my career, but without deep diving into different implementation approaches and strategies, such as Adkar, McKinsey's 7S model, Lewin's change management model, etc. However, I will summarize the common aspect around those theories or change management approaches. Simply, they lie in three key alphabets: WWH. WWH. Obviously not WWE, the World Wrestling Entertainment. So what is the first W? The first W is why. The leaders should show the big picture to their people or employees. And what is it there for the organization and for the people themselves especially? The second W is when. When we are supposed to complete this change exercise, and what are the key success factors, because it is essential to know the period where this entire process will end and how to measure the progress, because if those two are not available, then definitely you are planning to fail. And the third letter, H, is how we are going to change. Here the leaders need to explain or take them around the tools, the resources, and the skill set required to basically exercise this change and to achieve the ultimate goal required from the change itself. And the expectations for that will definitely lead to people embracing the change. If all what I've mentioned earlier is implemented or are implemented, you will definitely have people fully aware, fully engaged around the change. Plus, you will give them all the knowledge and the desire that they require to help you and support you throughout the entire change exercise. Basically, it will help them to adopt the new change and achieve the organization's goals as well as their personal aspiration. If you try to research on the net the history or the origin of the change management, you will find various explanations on when the entire concept started. But what I know for sure, and I would like to share with you, that the concept of change management started 1400 years ago. As it was mentioned in the Holy Quran, chapter 13, verse 11. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم إن الله لا يغير ما بقوم حتى يغيروا ما بأنفسهم. The Almighty Allah changes the fate of no people unless they themselves show a will to change. The verse in the Holy Quran, my dear ones, says it all, that if you want to change, or if you want change to happen and to be successful, then there must be a will and desire for that change. You cannot say that you are going to be successful while you are sleeping and dreaming. You cannot say that I'm going to achieve a certain goal without having a strong desire to achieve it. As they say, when there is a will, there is a way. So change, my beloved ones, is nothing but transforming your mindset to accept a new behavior or a new state. And change management is nothing but the approach that you will use to achieve that. When you are born, your mind is completely free, and your parents and family start feeding your brain with new things. And they guide you as you grow by saying, do this and don't do that, and share with you stories and through behaviors that they demonstrate in front of you. So they act as your first change manager. And then when you grow up, as you grow up, you go to school. Then you start imitating your new change managers, who are definitely your teachers, who start teaching you new subjects, new behaviors, and new morals as well. And friends who are around you, obviously, they play a role in this change period. Unlike today, young students take good care of themselves, their looks, their clothes, putting perfumes. I remember those days we didn't even know how to use perfumes. Now that's why even flies used to die when they come near us. Just kidding. So see how life changes as you grow up. Now, again, after school, you go to the university. And there is another dramatic change in your life. So you will be either studying a major that you always dreamt of, or you will be studying a major that you have been forced to take, either because your parents told you have to take it, or because you didn't score the minimum grade that you require to join the school or the college that you always wanted to join. So now the new change manager over here will be obviously your advisor, who will be taking care of you throughout your academic life. After graduation, again, another change happens. You will start looking for work. And then after work, you will experience things within your organization, which I'm going to talk about soon. And then you get married. So after marriage, you'll be having a new change manager who is no one but your spouse. And to be more precise, it's the wife. See how life, my dear ones, your focus, your priority changed as you move on. Now, it's the same within the organizations. So what drives changes in organizations? Well, you have organization restructuring, integration of number of companies, evolution of technology, or a response to crisis, which result in the shift of the company's strategy. Hence, necessary changes is required to take place accordingly. One good and recent example of a change driver is COVID-19. And we've all seen and experienced how it made organizations change the way they conduct their businesses as a response to this pandemic, and how it changed basically our mindset. In fact, it changed the way how we behave, like wearing masks all the time after we leave home, maintain social distances, and using sanitizers. People get panic when change happens, not knowing what they do or what they should do. Like parents, teachers, and friends, leaders should be there to guide their employees towards the new change. Hiring consultants, my dear ones, might help in gathering certain data, plotting fancy graphs, generating wowish reports, but there is no one, and I mean no one, but the people who are within or in the organization who would know better what to do in order to achieve the company's objective and to run the change successfully. But unfortunately, some companies are focusing only on processes, systems, and forgetting the most essential thing to manage, that is, people's behavior towards the new change. Systems and processes will change automatically, but unless you manage the change of people, you will not achieve anywhere. Finally, I hope that I managed to give you an overall idea about the concept of change management. But before I wrap up, I would like to give 7 key advices to the leaders of the organizations and another 7 key advices to the people in the organization. For the leaders, number 1, you must be clear on what you want to achieve and be transparent with the people around you. Number 2, ensure that people understand why this change is happening and enable them to visualize how this organization or how the organization will look like after the change. Because failing to do so, you will definitely fail to get their buy-in for this change. Number 3, communicate and engage frequently with the people to keep them updated and equip them with necessary tools and resources and align them towards a common goal. Number 4, you must lead by example and never promise what you cannot fulfill. Otherwise, you will lose people's trust, which will surely hinder the entire change exercise. Number 5, open the room for people to share their thoughts, their views, give you feedback, for you don't know, maybe they'll come up with bright ideas that will help you in achieving the desired changes. Number 6, give equal opportunities to everyone and don't rely only on those who you know. For everyone deserves a chance, and there are definitely hidden soldiers within your organizations with potentials that will amaze you. So give them the chance to amaze you. Number 7, never prolong the change process or the change exercise. Otherwise, people will lose focus and will lose faith. So the best practice is never let the change exercise exceed 6 months or maximum 1 year if the change is very, very huge. And now for the people. Number 1, do not go against the wave and have trust on your leaders and never prejudge. Number 2, explore ways to support the change process. Number 3, never listen to corridor talks and always seek information from reliable resources. Number 4, never hesitate to seek help from those who are around you and are able to support you. Number 5, try to involve yourself in a change stream that you are interested in and seek your direct line manager's support for that. Number 6, use the change exercise as an opportunity. Seek your best fit in the process and shine. Number 7, last but not the least, be patient and be positive. My dear ones, always remember, the more flexible you are, the easier you will adapt to any change and be able to overcome any difficulties. And always believe that whatever change happens in your life is meant to get something great out of you, inshallah. Take good care. Stay safe. My very best wishes to you, personally and professionally. and wish you all a great and blessed year 2021 to come, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you all.